name is Dr. Jessica Beachy, and I'm a biology instructor here at Lake Michigan College. And I've also been involved with a project to revitalize this nature trail we have here on campus. So right now we're standing at just past the trailhead in the first section of the trail, which is in a pine forest. This section is brand new. We just opened it in May, and it's a really nice, quiet, peaceful part of the trail that we're going to be going through. At the entrance to the trail, you're going to find a map of our trails. There's also a list of rules to follow. Most importantly is we're open dawn to dusk year-round. No dogs and no bicycles allowed on the trail, and just make sure if you have any trash to bring it out with you to make sure we keep our trails neat and clean. We've also got a bench out front that is dedicated to Bob Schodorf, who is a professor emeritus here that actually created these trails about 30 years ago. And so we've just revitalized the trails that have always been here so that the community and the campus can continue to enjoy them. So you're going to find these arrows throughout the trail, and they're just there as a guidance. It's not a very large trail, so it will be hard to get lost, but they will help guide you through the trail. So if you follow them, you'll end up doing a loop that brings you back to the trailhead. So as you go through the trail, you'll see some of our remnants from the 1980s. This is one of the benches that was built, and it's still solid and workable, so we've left it up here, and there are a few others that you'll find throughout the trail as well. Okay, so we're in the Marsh area of the trails now, and we have a nice new railing here, and we put this up particularly because in the springtime this area is like a little pond. It has standing water. It's an ephemeral pond, and if you come out here in April, May, June, you're going to hear tons of frogs. It's extremely loud and really cool to hear. So springtime is a great time to take a walk. You'll also see some of the spring wildflowers in the forested part of the trails as well. We're at the first bridge crossing here, which just crosses over a little creek that kind of meanders through this area. And if you cross this bridge, you'll then go through a little grassy area, a young forest, and you'll come back across on another bridge. Back in a section that used to be called the Old Field, but you can see it's now a young forest. It's going through stages of succession, so we've got a lot of young trees back here. This area of the nature center here is really wet. So at this point we don't have a trail finished through here, but this is part of our future plan, putting in a little bit more boardwalk through some of these wet areas so we can add one more loop here onto our overall trail. And you can walk back here, but it does get really wet, especially if there's been a recent rain, or in the springtime it's just always wet. So that's often we'll have this sign up here just to avoid this area, especially if you're not wearing rubber boots. We're in one of my favorite sections of the trail, especially in the fall. You can see all the bright yellow back here. This is all spice bush. And I'm standing next to the biggest tree we have out here. This is an American beech, and you can see its massive size. It has been here for many, many years, probably longer than the college itself. Thanks for coming on this nature walk with me today through our revitalized trails here at Lake Michigan College. If you'd like more information about the trails, just check out our website, lakemichigancollege.edu. And I encourage you to come out and explore our trails anytime during the year.